before the advent of technology, AI, frontier technology cannot save you.
Right.
That's why you see many people, you see what they are doing with AI, it's BS. It doesn't make sense, They're just regurgitating and, reproducing what somebody else has done before. Whereas, AI rewards, those who can ask the best and the right questions. So if you don't have that critical thinking ability, if it was not in what you already problem solving is very important. Number two, you must know how to build, right? It's not everybody who are building something that knows how to build. And with AI, we have realized that with AI, we have not even scratched the surface of building, right? So that's the second skill you should have. You should know how to build. And number three is communication skills, right? With your critical thinking, with your problem solving, with your product, no matter how beautiful your product, critical thinking, with your problem solving, with your product, no matter how beautiful your product is, if you don't know how to communicate that product to this person seated next beside you, how do you present it to, to investors? How do people buy your solutions? Yeah, so you must know how to communicate your problem. And lastly, which is actually very, very indispensable, I better pass my neighbor. We're always trying to outpass that are out there that you can be learning the ropes from, right? So learn to benchmark against global products and brands. So let's echo them together. Number one, what's the first skill you need? I can't hear you guys. What's the first skill? Number two. Number three. And the most important one, learn to benchmark against global brands. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. I like this kind of audience. Please give yourself a round of applause. Okay, thank you, everyone. Okay, Mr. Mayowa, financial technology has transformed access to financial services across Africa. What emerging technologies do you believe will define the next wave of digital financial inclusion?
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, moderator. So when you talk about financial technology, so that's what you compress now today as you call fintech.
Yeah.
That means using technology to enable. So technology is like an enabler, not just a support system now. Enable business, enable financial inclusion. I would like to actually just answer these questions, like looking at where we're coming from and where we are.
Okay.
In those days, the Gen Zs might not know, those days, if I need to get on an account, they'll tell me I'm of a certain age. If I'm not of a certain age, I have to go to the bank.
Yeah.
If I get to the bank, it's so bad sometimes. I get to the bank, they give me a long white sheet, like 4 or 5 pages,
Absolutely.
if it's a savings account.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's a current account, up to like 10 pages that I need to fill. Open the account. They tell me I have to come back to come and collect my withdrawal booklet from savings. And if it's a current account, I have to wait. Probably if it's available, I get my check leaf and everything like that. If I need to transfer to you, God help me, if your bank is very far from me, before you get your money, I need to maybe go to Yaba from K2 or VI to look for your branch to pay you money and everything like that. So that's where we're coming from. And to collect money also, I must go back to the bank to collect money from the bank.
And you need to go with your sleep.
I need to go to my sleep. And that's where the case of all the GTV have, and some banks now started having withdrawal booklets or slips from you pick it up. And that's where we are. And that's where we're coming from. And we got to the place where I'm not using a smartphone. I can use USSD to do my transfers. We really shape us and get us to where we want to get to. One is, of course, we've been saying it's AI, artificial intelligence, looking at automation, automating things happening. A lot of fintechs, now we're in the area of disruptions. And everybody remembered very well the last cash in fintechs, fraud. Now we need people coming in with AI skills, fraud detection tools, automations around to solve all those problems. Another major thing I think I actually wrote down also, using frontier technologies is also the digital identity also. Now to solve problems, data is very, very important. Somebody usually say that data is the new oil. That was past conversation, data is not the new oil again. I think it's intelligence is a new currency.
Yeah.
And it will probably surprise you that what will be the future? The future will be trust. That will be new. So we are still going further. So that means not just having data alone, now intelligence. Another frontier technology, digital KYC, a lot of issues. I don't want to go into details. But digital identity is very key. So that means if you can solve also digital identity problems, whereby I remember working in one of the fintechs. I remember those days, and there was a technology that if you put your pictures and somebody and everything around just to ensure security and everything. And another that would really, which is very, very good, I would really like to talk about, that will really shape fintech is what we call open banking. And this is the ability that everybody has what we call API, that's your application programmable interface. And you can push your APIs to other people, everybody can integrate, everything is open. And we can share resources, you can share data, you can apply it to agriculture, you can apply it to whatever phase as and I think it's an opportunity for every youngster, everyone who is tech savvy to begin to look into this place and provide a solution, and I know people will definitely pay for it. And
just a follow-up question. Can you just tell us how organizations should prepare for an AI-driven financial ecosystem?
Okay, data. First will be data, managing data, being able to also clean data, and also being able to use data the way it should be used. So how do we prepare? Prepare in different areas. One also is around, of course, as AI it's going, new fraud skills, AI fraudulent tools are also going. So I would like to first prepare for this to be in the area of also cybersecurity, whereby people learn anything they can learn around cybersecurity, protection, penetration testing, ethical hacking, knowing how models work, machine learning, learning everything around that. So we're preparing for that. Another thing I actually noted also was basically around 1 minute. It's